Welcome to Spirits of the Round Table, where the mystical meets the modern. I'm Kaylin.
I'm Miranda.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm Jonathan.
Let's get into it. Do you know who he gets that from?
You? Me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I am telling you.
that is true.
It's
Yeah.
kind of true.
Should we tell them? So if you hear anything yelling in the background, it's
Child.
Miranda's child.
Yeah.
It's our collective child.
I didn't realize we were recording. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Are
I
we
mean,
now?
We are now.
Oh,
yeah.
we've been
Oh.
recording this entire time when I
Well,
was like, and I'm telling you.
I mean, I had to get the best part.
Oh.
So
Well, Asher doesn't realize it because he has headphones on and can't hear anything. He thinks that no one else can hear him. So.
yeah,
No one can hear me when I'm being loud.
yeah. Nobody can ever hear you.
No.
No.
No,
No.
I didn't know you ever had moments where you were not loud.
No. Bean dip.
God, this is. Oh shoot! God bless.
Someone
What
died.
just happened?
Someone died.
You knocked my titty off.
Um.
Oh, so, hi. I'm starting us off today because they was choosing me to do this.
They was choosing
They
me
was
to
choosing
do
me.
this.
My Newport's coming out. Leave me alone. Today, we're going to be talking about Ostara.
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 It's a beautiful name.
It is
It
a pretty
is.
name.
It's
I
so
love
pretty.
it. It's one of my favorite ones, I
Yes.
think.
It's also known as Easter.
Oh,
I think.
Easter.
Is that a fun fact fairy?
No, this whole thing is a
I
fun
like how
fact fairy.
there
Yeah,
was a
he's
comma
Jacob
there, by
is
the way.
leading us today.
Yeah, the
You're-
fun fact fairy is in the lead.
He's in
Winks
the
for the
10
fun
points.
fact.
the fairy.
It's all a fun fact because some people know this, some people don't. The myth of Ostara and the Germanic goddess of spring and dawn centers around her transforming a dying bird into a hare, also known as a rabbit,
Ooh.
Oh,
I didn't know that part.
I didn't either.
which then, in gratitude, lays eggs for her festival, symbolizing rebirth and renewal. So,
Wait, okay. So the bird turns into a rabbit and then lays eggs.
that's what it says.
Okay.
That's the myth.
Okay.
So the rabbit lays eggs. Not before it turns
Not the bird.
Yeah, that's why you have the Easter bunny.
Easter
that
bunny.
goes and gets the eggs.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, full
Yeah.
circle moment.
That's the Christians again. They stole this.
So,
From the pagans.
They stole this.
They stole this from the pagans.
so did the bird die and rise again as a rabbit on the third day?
Oh, okay.
Could have.
Sorry.
So Ostara is associated with the coming of spring and dawn, representing new beginnings and fertility.
Yeah.
The core of the myth involves Ostara finding a dying bird. I already said that. So they found a dying bird in the snow and transformed it into her. Why is it saying that again?
Do you want me to take over? You got anything else to add?
You can take over. This is a clusterfuck.
Okay, so I'll take over.
Thanks.
All right, so today we're talking about Ostara. All right, so Ostara, as Jacob kindly told us, thank you, Jacob,
You're welcome, Anastasia.
is a celebration of spring equinox, a time of balance, renewal, and fertility. So, pagan traditions, right? This is where we're starting, but it comes from the Germanic side. So you know how we talk about the wheel of the year, and we show, there's certain festivals that are Celtic, certain festivals that are not Celtic. This one specifically comes from Germanic roots, Anglo-Saxon sort of thing. So this is Germanic, connected to modern Easter celebrations.
It's kind of funny that, this one comes from German. Because
Yeah.
German, when I think of German stuff, I think of, Krampus and scary.
And I think of beer. and
Like
Yeah,
more
but then this is,
dark
so...
Oktoberfest.
part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dark. But this is so pretty and light and happy.
I think of Yoo-hoo, Big Summer Blowout.
Big summer blowout.
don't
That's
think that was-
Norwegian.
Where is it that has the tulip festival? Is
That's like Holland.
that's in Holland,
Yeah.
right? Is that in Germany?
No,
I
but it's
don't-
close.
I don't know
Yeah.
geography.
It's in
its own
Europe.
country.
Oh, okay.
So Ostara is named after the Germanic goddess Eostre.
Eostre.
It
That's
was
so beautiful.
Yeah.
Such a pretty name.
she was associated with the dawn, like the rising of the sun, fertility, and new life. So the earliest written record of this comes from the Venerable Bede, who was a
Bead.
Bead?
Bede. His name is Bede. He
Oh.
was an English monk and scholar. So
Okay.
he wrote about Eostre.
Is that a snail coming out of Edgar Allan Poe's head?
Yeah. Isn't it
I
cute?
love it.
I love it.
Sorry. Hey,
We'll
guess
post-
guess
we'll
who in
post
the
a
group
picture
has
on our
ADHD?
Instagram.
It's me.
So some scholars debate whether Eostre was widely worshipped as a deity or more of just a literary mention, but her symbols were hares, eggs, and persistent in folklore.
I
So-
hate that they call rabbits hares. I hate it.
Hares, really?
Yeah.
Is there a difference between a rabbit and a
I
hare?
think there technically is. But
there
I just don't
technically
like
is,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to call me Jackrabbit back in the day.
I can see that.
You would be a jackrabbit.
Does that mean I have horns coming out my head?
No, it just means
No.
you're hopping all over the place.
What's the ones with the horns?
That's a jackalope.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is everywhere.
No, because not me sitting here thinking jackhammer.
I was thinking that too, honestly.
What is in my hair?
It's called a corn.
It's a snail. It's a
Snail.
jackalope.
What is that?
It's okay.
I don't know. Anyway.
Did you make a wish?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the equinox, the spring equinox occurs when the day and night are in equal length, right? So this symbolizes the balance in the transition into the next season.
Love that.
This marks the time when winter's darkness gives way to the light of spring.
Thank God. Hammock season.
I'm so ready for it. You know how last year when we were doing this for the fall, and I was like, I'm so ready for it to be cold.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
This
I've been really
This has been the worst winter in a
has.
long
yeah.
time.
I've been really feeling the
Seasonal.
the seasons to change. What am I trying to say?
The
I
seasonal
know.
sadnesses.
well,
Well,
no, not that. Just like the
eagerness
like
for the next
gratefulness
thing.
for the next
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
too.
And I feel like I'm like that with each season. I'm
Yeah.
like when spring's
Me
over,
too.
I'm ready for summer. When summer's over, I'm ready for fall. When
Yeah.
fall's over, I'm ready for winter.
Yeah.
I get that.
I look
I
forward
love all
to
the
it.
seasons.
Yeah,
their own
me
way.
too. I
I
mean,
do
there's-
too.
They all
Yeah.
have their own place.
They really do.
But at the end,
like
I'm
you don't
just ready.
ever, Jonathan. You don't ever wish for like the coziness
If I
of winter.
could skip from fall to spring and just have spring and fall year round with
Yeah.
the weather, and the pretty leaves, I would gladly choose
What
that.
if you could do like winter?
My
for
allergies would hate
2
it.
weeks. Would you take winter for 2 weeks?
I mean, everything would have to die.
Well, yeah, but it comes
I
back
don't
again
like
in the
death.
spring.
Death is.
I like the coziness
You're a
of it all.
Scorpio
Yep.
rising. You should be into that kind of stuff.
I like true crime death, but
Yeah.
not like Mother Nature.
Okay.
I'm very, picky about what I want to die.
Yeah.
I
look
just think
forward
it's
to
a
each one.
really, really pretty metaphor for
It
life.
really is.
It really is.
I mean, I guess it's not really a metaphor like it is actually life and death cycle,
it's
but
a circle of.
yeah. Circle
Yeah.
of life. Yeah. I don't know. It's just very pretty.
But I think as we pay more attention to this, like we're constantly studying this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
right? Throughout the year, we're paying attention to each
Right.
turn of
Time.
the wheel,
Yeah.
you know? And it really helps you think back to, like, put yourself in pre-Christian Europe,
Okay.
right? Put yourself there in that mind. And you are living off the land.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, like you're ready for spring because
yeah.
you want the land to flourish again.
Yeah.
You want the light to come back. Also,
Yeah.
it's dangerous to be in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the
Yeah.
longer days makes it safer.
You don't know what's out
for
there.
them, right? I mean, there's nothing in Ireland and in England and Scotland except for a badger. That's the most dangerous
There's
animal they
something.
have.
Yeah, and their badgers are way nicer than our
No.
badgers.
They drink tea out of little cups and
So I just learned the other day that apparently there's not a lot of snakes in Ireland
Ooh.
No.
because of St. Patrick.
What did he do?
Oh, I didn't realize.
He like
I've-
drove the snakes out of Ireland.
Well,
How
I
did he
think
do
that
this?
that was a metaphor for paganism.
Okay, I've heard that, but I read that's not true.
Well, there's not many things really in
In
those
Ireland.
in Ireland or Scotland or England.
That is how I know that that's where my people came from.
because
Did you
there's
hate
no
snakes?
snakes.
Yeah,
Can't
there's
do
no
it.
snakes.
Are there
Yeah.
spiders?
I
I'm
mean,
sure
There's
there's
spiders everywhere.
Yeah. But
Yeah. But yeah, that's I don't know which one's true. It
I don't
could
either,
either
really.
be
I
So
really didn't look that much into
They were
it.
calling pagans snakes.
they were calling pagan snakes, and Saint Patrick drove the
Drove 'em
snakes out of
out.
Ireland, which
Oh, that's
means
rude.
Christianity.
I thought
Christianity.
St. Patrick
I'm
was
gonna
good.
go close the door again.
Was he not good? Was St.
I don't know.
Patrick
I really
bad?
need to like look into this more.
Me too.
Yeah, maybe when we record our next quarterly episode, we'll talk about it some more.
Oh yeah, if you have any birthdays, let us know. We'll have a birthday for
Oh
you.
yeah, happy birthday to everyone
Happy
who's had a
birthday to
birthday in the
everyone.
last 6 months.
Yeah. If it's your
Um,
birthday, happy birthday. We love you.
We love you.
Hey, welcome back.
Thanks. Wanted to close the door, so you know.
Yeah, my kid came out. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so the Anglo-Saxons and other Germanic tribes honored Eostre with feasts celebrating fertility, growth, and renewal. So when we go back to the Celts, we can see that they celebrated their own version, right, which would have been Imbolc and Bealtaine, and that was focusing also on the land waking up. So there were similar themes found in Norse and Slavic traditions too, which honored deities of spring and renewal. So I think it's interesting how most other like cultures have some form of celebrating this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
they're
Right.
right. So
This goes back to my thing. We're all celebrating the same things. We just call it something different.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
We should all just be one big happy
We are
nation,
all
but
one.
yeah.
people won't let us do this. We just have to be mad at each other all the time.
I know,
Right.
right? It's trying to be different. Like I love individualism, right?
Right.
But trying to be different from other people just make it to where there's more to fight about.
I know.
Yeah.
You know?
I had this, I don't remember if we talked about it on here, my big epiphany about that, about we're all celebrating, worshiping, whatever, the same thing. Sorry, my kid sounds like he is dying in there. He's just playing a video game, guys.
It's it from me.
Oh my gosh. So funny.
So,
Oh my lord.
and like, I think it's so happy and so beautiful that we are all doing the same thing across the entire world.
Yes.
But
Preach, Queen.
the pride and the
Gluttony. No.
no,
Which brings
really
us
it's
to our
just
next
the
topic.
pride and the anger and the whatever gets
That
in the
gets
way.
of everything.
And
Yeah.
we could be so much more tolerant of people and so much
We could all
more
be happy.
open
We
and
really could.
harmonious
Peaceful.
and yes, but everybody thinks that they have to be right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that brings you to another discussion, which is
Christians.
like, yeah,
Yep.
the religions, right? The religions are one of the main dividers between people.
Right.
Yes.
And so if you go into conspiracy theories or people who like to talk about conspiracy theories, not pointing any at anybody,
Okay, us.
it's a way. A lot of people talk about how religion was created to keep people from being together.
Together.
Yeah.
I
Because
agree with
we
that.
really are powerful when we are on the same page.
It's control.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you can keep control of people and get them to fight each other instead of fighting
Yeah.
the leaders. Yeah.
It's that age-old saying that we are the table that the board game is sitting on.
Wow.
I've never
And
heard that,
once
but
once we stand up, the board game falls
falls
off.
off.
Right?
What?
Never heard that.
I've never
but I
heard
love
that either.
Me either.
I did see a little meme thing
Yeah.
about it was this little cartoon drawing of Jesus flipping the table.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
And
I've
it was a
seen that.
woman standing at the table, like cooking food, serving food or whatever. And then
Oh.
Jesus was beside her at the table, and he was like, "This is how you do it. Flip the table."
I've seen that.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That radical.
I know we talk a lot
Palestinian
of
dude
shit
that we
about
know.
Christians, but Jesus,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Jesus knows.
He would not like the Christians.
He really wouldn't.
Just saying.
We've talked about it many times. If Jesus were alive today and walked into a church, he would be kicked out.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
It's awful.
He'd be kicked out.
Yeah.
I've had the Astro Van song stuck in my head.
Jesus drives an Astrovan.
Yes, it's been playing in my head on a loop for days.
Such a good song.
It is so good.
So just to kind of bring that full circle, there are
Full wheel.
there are
wheel.
Persian celebrations that celebrate renewal, new beginnings, and they also feature eggs and fire rituals.
Eggs. I like eggs.
The Hindus have a holy festival, which marks the arrival of spring, and it has fire feasting and colorful powders. Have you guys seen those? Like holy runs where they throw color powder at each other, and
I've
they
not
have
seen
So
No,
they're
holy
just out there
runs.
doing color runs?
well, the run
did one
is
of those
like
in Knoxville
not
once.
necessarily part of the culture. It's more of like gathering and dancing and having a
just
party,
throw-
and you just throw color
That
everywhere.
sounds fun.
That
we
sounds
do
like
that?
so much fun.
Can we do that?
Yeah,
Minus
I'd
the
love
running.
to go. Yeah, no running.
No
Yeah,
running,
no,
no
just
running.
have a party and just throw powder
Throw
at each other.
colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
So
run through and you can just throw colors at me too.
There you go.
I'll do that. It'll work.
the Jewish people have their Passover at this time, which focuses, on seasonal themes of renewal. We all know the Passover and the story of Moses in the desert and everything. Then there's also the Cherry Blossom Festival in Japan,
Ooh, let's
Korea,
go.
and
Yeah.
China. Celebrates the blossoming of the trees, and they feast on that. So, throughout the world, we all have our own way of celebrating that spring is returning. And it typically involves a lot of the same things. So let's talk about the symbols. So we've been over the rabbits and the hares. The hare
And the
was
birds and
sacred
the
to
bees.
Eostre. Yeah.
Birds and the bees.
So the hare symbolized fertility, intuition, and new beginnings.
We all know rabbits do be.
They do be
Fertilitizing.
fertility. Yeah.
That was okay. Y'all seen the movie Zootopia, right?
Yes.
That is my
Yeah.
favorite running joke in Zootopia.
Yeah.
She just has all of these
All these
siblings.
kids.
Yeah.
And of course, we know from what Jacob told us, the folklore that speaks of the hare that laid the eggs, a gift to the goddess and likely the origin of the Easter bunny. They are a symbol of life, renewal, and creation. Ancient pagans decorated eggs to honor the return of the sun. This tradition survived into the Ukrainian eggs and a modern Eastern egg decorating. So apparently it's a big thing in the Ukraine.
Decorate your
Oh,
eggs.
that's cool.
Dye 'em.
I
cool.
love dyeing eggs.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
that's
the
one of
smell too.
We should
Yeah.
find the new ways to dye the eggs.
Let's use natural dyes
Like-
with like onion skins.
Yeah.
and
You know, like how
beets
people
and-
will like take the wax and draw on
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
so it doesn't. So it's like
Eggs are
patterns.
too expensive these days.
They
are.
really are.
To
Yeah.
Poison. Yeah.
So
Poison. With like
yeah, with
artificial
dye,
dyes.
you can't eat them after that. So
Yeah.
Are you not supposed to eat them?
You can. Just
I
not
do.
supposedly good for
I always
you.
Yeah,
eat
the
my
dyed
family
eggs?
eats the dyed
Yes.
eggs.
Okay, we know what's wrong with Jacob.
What?
Yeah. No,
I mean,
my
I
family
mean,
eats the dyed eggs.
We used
Really?
to eat
Yeah.
them too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
So like what
What's he doing in there?
I'm gonna have to go check on that in a minute. But what we do is all the kids, Asher and his cousins, they dye their eggs
With like dye, like
with like the
artificial dye.
yeah, with like the box dye that you pick up at the Walmart.
Ooh, we can use beet juice.
And
we could use beet juice.
so then we go out and we hide their eggs. They hunt them, bring them back in, and then we open them up
Are you serious?
and make egg salad.
that
No,
sounds good.
wait. Are the eggs dyed?
never
Yeah,
made egg
when you
salad.
take off the shell,
It's
Yeah.
dyed
Like
a
the-
different color.
yeah,
you didn't
With
know
We
that?
used to-
artificial dyes? I
we used
don't.
to
I'm
crack
sorry.
them too.
No, we don't
Like
do that.
after we would boil them, and like they would have like little crack marks on them, and we would make deviled eggs.
Okay.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Now I know what is wrong with all
And
three
now
of you.
I'm sitting here talking about
What
this
did- you say
while
you didn't eat your
I
dyed eggs,
don't give
KK?
my kid
Red 40.
Red 40, but yeah. So speaking of Red 40ing my kid, let me go check on why he's screaming.
Okay, he's having a lot of fun.
He is having a ton of
Can you
fun.
get there? Okay. So there are some spring flowers and greenery. So we've got daffodils, tulips, and other spring flowers that symbolize awakening and fertility.
Okay.
So you guys have probably seen like the daffodils popping up around, haven't you?
Yep.
Yeah. The bulb, the flower
you know what
bulbs.
they say, KK?
What do they say?
April showers bring May flowers.
They do say that.
Even though it's not April yet, or
It's
May.
not April yet.
do.
But they do say that.
They do say
You're
that.
very
Is it
true.
April and Easter?
April this year is Easter. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not
so
in April every year, but it is
Oh.
in this year.
I never understood how it's on different days.
Oh, we want to talk about that because
Yeah,
let's
I do.
talk about how it's not related to witchcraft. Let's see. I want to make sure that okay. Easter is the Sunday after Passover. My gosh.
What the hell?
What's going on in there?
Is he okay? Oh my God.
He's fighting his little alien guys.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I said, just because you can't hear us doesn't mean we can't hear you. And he goes, ooh, sorry.
Ooh, sorry.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Okay, so let me get this right. We're talking about the timing of Easter.
Okay, yeah.
So Easter is the Sunday after Passover. And Passover is determined by it's determined by the moon
Mm-hmm.
and which cycle the moon is in.
Isn't that most like religious, like a lot of religious holidays are based around the moon?
Yeah, it's like, okay, it falls on the first full moon after Nisan, which is the
Nissan
moon.
sales event?
No. Okay, so
That's right around tax time. That makes sense.
the Hebrew calendar follows a 29-day lunar cycle, right? Nisan is a month
Okay.
in
What
the
comes
Hebrew.
around Toyotathon?
What about Subarua?
Anyway, the first
Happy
new
holidays?
moon is when Nisan begins, and the following full moon is when Passover is. I don't know, man.
So Passover just started, right? Or it's about, yeah. It just started because we just had a full moon.
Let me see.
Couple
when
days
is
ago.
Passover 2025. But Easter and Passover are supposed to go together.
Well, that would make sense because this will take us up to the first week. Because the full moon was 2 days ago, I think.
Well, Passover,
It was
it's the next cycle. So,
Okay.
no, it starts on April the 12th.
Passover does?
The Nissan
Yeah.
Pathfinder
okay,
is
so
the
then
Nissan Passover.
Easter is the end of April.
It concludes on the nightfall of the 20th of April. So
Okay.
then 20th of April is when Easter is.
Yes.
Got you. Okay.
Lord, there's so much to it. I know. You
It's
guys
based
are
off the moon.
What?
it's based off the moon.
We what?
I don't
Say it.
know, man.
Nothing
Don't know.
Nothing witchy about that.
Nothing witchy about celebrating it on the first full moon.
No.
You know who was a witch?
Who?
Mary Magdalene.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff about her, honestly.
We should do a full
I
episode
want to
about
go
her.
see
Yeah.
her body.
Where's it at?
Her skull is in somewhere in Greece,
Her skeleton lies in the
Her-
chamber forever.
and
Of
her
secrets.
her hand
Secrets?
Yeah.
her hand is somewhere else.
Why is she separated?
Because
Someone bit her hand.
They
They bit like her fingernail off. A monk did.
this real?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, like they bit her finger off when she was alive or when she was dead?
No, like her. They presented it some like monk, and they presented her skeletal arm, and he.
Oh,
I didn't know
It's
this.
very strange.
Yeah, we should have a full episode on Mary Magdalene because there's a lot of cool stuff about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many conspiracies too.
Yeah.
Can we have Andy Marie Tillman as a guest?
I would love to have Annie
I would
Marie
love
Tillman
that.
as a guest.
Me too.
That would
We
be
really-
so fun.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, she's going to sponsor us.
We should have her do a cameo, shouting us out.
Oh,
that would be
And
Yeah.
yeah.
so
that
much
way
fun.
she knows that we exist, and we can
Yeah.
mention, and they'll be like,
You
you know,
like
hey,
play
by
it
the
in
way,
the microphone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you want to go over
Yes.
rituals? Okay.
Yes.
Go for it.
All right, our rituals are the same as with all the other rituals. We're gonna build a fire and we're gonna eat around it.
That's my
the
kind of
best
ritual.
kind of
Yes.
party.
Alrighty, so decorate with spring symbols. So we talked about eggs and dyeing eggs,
I
and
like eggs.
not cooking them. I guess just set them up around your house.
Yeah, don't eat them if they're dyed.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna.
Sorry, y'all.
And decorate with flowers. All the flowers are starting to pop out. Asher pulled some out of our yard the other day and brought them in, put them in a
Aw.
vase.
Yes.
You can decorate your home with these items or just create an altar or do both.
I love
You can
spring
even have flower
flowers.
crowns.
Mm-hmm.
Could.
I love a flower
We should
crown.
make some.
Yeah.
I should have a flower crown.
You should
You
always.
can-
Flowers in my beard.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
Photo
should do
shoot.
that.
Well, they're not very long enough right now.
No,
so-
but you should grow it out, and then we could put flowers in it. But then for Christmas, we could put the little ornaments in it.
Yeah.
And glitter.
no
Mhm.
glitter. No.
You can
You
also
have a beard,
plant
too.
seeds or flowers.
good as yours.
This is the time of year for planting.
Yeah.
I really want to do my garden this year. My
wanna
dad's
plant, but
supposed
I
to be
don't know where
building
to
me
plant.
some
Those raised beds.
raised beds. Yes, I'm so excited.
That'd be great.
we
If
have
you
a
can't
community
plant
garden?
outdoors yet, starting seeds in pots is a great way to connect with the season, which I need to do. I know. And then the one that I don't want to ever think about, spring cleaning.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to do
We
that.
need to do that.
Yes.
Desperately.
Which I get the point. You've had your house shut up all
Yeah.
winter because it's cold. You want to.
Yeah.
Now I've had my windows open all week though. You want to get
I
everything
can't have
out.
my
and
windows
get
open. I only have one, and animals will leave.
Yeah.
everything- Yeah.
Do you not have a screen?
We
Yeah,
do, but
but-
They could cut through it. Yeah.
Poppy
especially
would.
Poppy.
They'll probably run through it if they seen
Probably.
something or somebody. Crazy animals.
Yeah, the windows open, doors open. You can see now. I've got mine open. It's my favorite thing about spring.
Yeah.
Even though
Yes.
the pollen's kind of crazy sometimes,
it's fine.
it's
I know. I need to
It's
start
worth
taking
it.
like a Claritin or something. Hey,
Mhm,
Claritin,
same.
sponsor us. You can feast with seasonal foods such as eggs, sprouts, leafy greens, and root vegetables.
And rabbit leg.
sprouts. Who had sprouts today?
Oh, I had sprouts today on a sandwich
Is this why rabbits' feet are lucky?
because they're supposed to eat them.
Say it again. What?
Rabbit feet. Is that why they're considered lucky? The amount of rabbit feet I collected from skating rinks as a child.
Ew.
Oh, I know, me too.
Oh.
They're not real,
were they
KK.
though?
They're not
Well,
real.
no.
No,
No, they were the
I always thought they
ones
were.
that you
Yeah, I know the ones
I
that
don't
had
think
the
they're
color-
real.
the colorful fur and
Yeah.
I had
I just thought they
so
dyed the fur.
many as a kid.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did too.
I never
thought
had
they
one.
Were, I thought they were real because they're supposed to be lucky.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
They
I
weren't
don't
real?
think they were real.
that'd
It's-
be kind of strange
Okay, so
They would smell if they were real, right?
No.
if they were taxidermed.
Do raccoon hats?
Oh, yeah. I
Tails
mean, you're
and stuff
right.
smell?
Or like when you put a
Stuff an animal?
deer on your wall.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they were real or
My
not, but I
sister
had
and them
so
had a
many.
Satan turkey in there. You know that Satan turkey.
Every
Oh,
time
yeah.
I would go to the
Terrifying.
skating rink, I would have to get like
Me
3
too.
or 4.
Do they sell them?
Yeah, they
the
used
Celts
to.
believed rabbits had a special connection to the other world, making their feet powerful charms against evil.
Huh.
Love that.
You remember when everybody was doing their Pottermore quizzes, trying to
yeah.
figure out like
Yeah.
what their house was and their Patronus was? Mine was a brown hare, and I got
Oh.
so mad.
You're like, I hate
like,
that
this
word.
is the most boring fucking animal.
I don't remember.
But
what
now I
mine-
kind of
I
like
don't
it. This
remember
is
what
fun.
mine
I
was.
think mine was like a ferret of some sorts, but it wasn't called
Yeah.
a ferret.
That fits.
And then my house is
Anyway, you can also
forgot what it's
bake
called.
or cook something that uses symbolic ingredients such as honey for abundance or lavender for balance.
Love it. Love lavender and honey.
Love
Oh, me
a
too.
lot.
Lavender.
lavender lemonade.
Are you having a stroke?
I'm having a stroke.
Oh,
Okay, you're talking normally though, so we're good.
Yeah.
Lavender.
Lavender, honey.
lemonade. Oh,
Tea. Yeah.
that sounds
Yes.
good. We should make that.
I haven't tried. Okay, so my drink from Seven Brew has been the lavender lemonade
Oh,
lately,
it's so good.
but I think I want to get a lavender honey tea next
Ooh,
time I
that'd
go.
be good too.
Yeah, that'd
It
be
sounds
good.
so
I
good.
want to try all the things from Seven Brew. I want to go there every day.
Seven Brew, sponsor me.
Same as well.
You can also celebrate Ostara by honoring the equinox.
Yeah.
So
That's
it says-
tomorrow.
It's an
Today,
hour?
if you're listening to this podcast.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Ostara is a time of balance between light and dark. You can meditate or reflect on the balance in your own life. This might involve setting intentions or making resolutions for personal growth in alignment with the growing light of the season.
Yay.
Yeah. we can cut this out if we want to, but this weekend it's supposed to be kind of warm, so I was going to do a test run of like the whole camping setup. If
Oh,
you guys
yeah?
want to come
Are you
hang
gonna
out
camp
in my
outside?
backyard.
What
Yeah.
day are you doing it? Saturday?
Asher's got baseball practice Friday night, but I was going to set it up when we get home because it's at 5:30, so we'll be home by like 7 or so.
So you're actually gonna camp out in the yard.
I think so. It's.
That'd be
I
fun.
mean, it's going to be a little cool at
Are
night.
you gonna have a fire?
Can we have a fire?
Yeah.
We may come for the fire, but we don't have.
Your stuff yet?
Yeah, I'm not
That's
interested
fine.
in spending the night yet.
We don't
That's
have
my
anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's moving too fast, too soon.
We've only been together for 10 years. You still don't want to spend.
Interested in spending the night yet?
I don't want to sleep outside just yet.
Yeah. Well, if it gets too cold, I mean, my house is right there. I can just
Yeah.
go inside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta watch out for the Ritter
Yeah.
rack.
But I
The what?
The Ritter rack.
thank you
The Ritter
for that.
rack?
I
Why
mean,
would you-
I'm
why
gonna
would
walk
you?
around
So
and
sorry.
Why
I
would you?
do
Why?
think that a good part of spring cleaning your home is also cleaning your property.
Yeah.
So, like walking around, I did this last year, or I thought about doing it last year. I don't think I ever actually did. Just walking around my property
It's a
line with
step.
the sage. And
Yeah.
the,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's all
that's
about
good.
intention, right, my guy?
Totally.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because your home extends just beyond like your building.
Right.
Yeah. Create a nature craft. So
Aw, yes.
flowers, flower crowns,
Yes.
gathering flowers, twigs, or other natural elements to make spring-themed crafts such as flower crowns, wreaths, or other nature-inspired decorations.
Or flower
Yeah.
undergarments.
Oh, that would be scratchy.
It would smell good though.
Yeah, maybe. Light a candle as the days lengthen. Is a way to honor the return of the
Love
light
light.
and rebirth and warmth of the season.
Can I tell you guys what my sister-in-law's mother did?
Yes, please do.
I think this is so sweet. So my brother and sister-in-law right now are in Greece.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be there for 10 days. And so her mother is watching their 3 boys. And so she brought 10 candles for each day they're going to be gone.
Oh,
And each
Aw.
morning they light a candle. And it's like their calendar to know when they're going to come back.
that's so
Aw.
sweet.
That is
Isn't that the
cute.
sweetest thing ever? I thought
I
that
love
was so
that.
cute.
Is she a pagan secretly?
No.
Oh.
It's a parental advent
She's
probably
calendar.
the
She's
opposite.
probably like saying a prayer as she lights it or something, if I had to guess.
Well,
Probably.
don't we
Which
all?
is fine.
Yeah.
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 I thought that was really sweet.
Another way to celebrate is practicing gratitude and setting intentions, which we kind of already talked a little bit about, and dancing and celebrating the energy of spring, which I think just sounds so
I
much
wanna
fun.
dance.
Yeah.
Can we dance
We
right
can
now?
dance around the fire.
Dance
Oh
with
my
somebody.
gosh. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
I want
God.
to feel the heat.
Heat with somebody. The heat of spring.
The heat of spring.
I want to feel
And a
the
fire.
heat.
And the fire, yeah.
I
And
want
the
to
fire.
dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me.
So, yeah. That do be what we can do.
That sounds like so much fun.
That
Yeah.
do
We do be
be-
doing that.
We do be doing.
That do be doing.
I've
do me,
really
do me,
enjoyed
please.
talking about these because it's made me appreciate the seasons
Yeah, I was
as they
just-
turn a lot
when
more.
we were talking about
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
my judgment of everything non-fall and spring, it's like
Yeah.
it kind of does make me look forward to them like talking about the why behind it.
Yeah.
I think that it's the greatest thing. And I know that there's people who think they have perfect weather year round. Like in EU, San Diego, people always think we have the perfect year round.
Yeah. Because
I
it's
want
75, 80 all the time.
seasons.
I love
I want the
seasons.
seasons.
Me too.
Me too.
I've always said that I want to live somewhere where you have all 4 seasons because I feel like we used to not as much as we do now.
Really?
Yeah. Or maybe I just wasn't paying attention and I just wasn't taking note. But Asher's screaming again. But I don't know. We do have really good weather here,
Yeah.
except for
I mean,
last week when we had tornadoes.
winter
I don't like that.
is not that bad.
It's not
No.
too
No,
winter,
it's not that
Right.
bad.
no.
And
the
it's
dark is not great, but at least we're not in 5 feet of snow every day.
Yeah.
true.
True.
It's not the weather that gets me in the winter. It's the darkness.
It's the
Yeah.
darkness.
Yeah.
too.
The dreariness.
Not really being able to you can spend time outside.
Yeah.
But when you can go outside and it's 8:30, 9 o'clock, and you're still daylight, and you're just hanging out
Yeah.
on the back porch with your friends. Like, that's the best thing.
I love it.
Yeah, because you can go out in the winter, but you want to
You're
come
from
back in
military time.
after. Yes.
I'm
one of
judging
those
you a lot
people.
right now.
Yeah, he's a
Why?
psycho.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I have to use that at
Why?
work, and I've been doing it for 7 years, and I
He
still
still
don't know any
doesn't
of
know.
that.
He'll be like, "Oh, it's
I just subtract 2 from the
that's
second.
the way to do it."
Yeah.
What?
So, like right now, technically this is not a good time because 8 o'clock is 20. 20 is like your basis point.
Uh-huh.
So 8 o'clock is 20. You just always know that. So like, if you're looking
You
at
just always know that.
so like you're looking at 2 o'clock, it's 14. So you take 14, you say 4, 3, 2. So you know it's 2.
Huh.
I don't.
And you just subtract
Follow.
2 from everything. But you just always know that 8 o'clock is.
So, like, if it's
20.
1600, it's 4
It's 4
o'clock.
o'clock.
4 o'clock.
'Cause
Well, I
you
only know that
subtract
because I get off at. Well, no.
And you can technically do it with 20.
I get off at
1600 is
1500, and that's
8.
3.
Right.
So
So
Yeah.
you know
Mhm.
but it would be 18 technically. So you just have to.
I just
Huh.
think military time is weird and kind of.
I got bored a few years
Pointless.
ago because my job was very like stagnant,
Right.
and I wasn't using my brain as much. So I was like, I need to do something to feel energized. So I was like, I'll switch to military time, and it was so hard for about a month. And my friend was like, just subtract 2.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh,
Just
because I was
subtract 2.
sitting there
Interesting.
literally like going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1. Okay, 13, 1. I was doing that every single time.
You can go down if you need to.
No, I cannot leave.
Okay. We do have a question from a listener if you guys want to
We
answer one
do?
really quick. Yeah, really quick. And Meg, this might be a really good one for you.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so it says, what role do you think that dreams play in spirituality and intuition?
Oh my goodness. Okay. So I was just talking to my therapist about this. I think, so we were talking about how dreams are like, I mean, even in the Bible, Jesus or whoever used dreams as a way to prophesy or help you make sense of what your conscious brain can't. And which my conscious brain, there's no way it's
Yeah.
coming up with some of these things. So yeah, I mean, I think our dreams are there to help us make sense of what we can't logically process.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, I think, how we use divination with tarot or runes or stars. Like, it can, the symbolism in your dreams, when you look up the meaning behind it, can help you figure out like different questions that you have. Or
Yeah. I think like charms, like you said, if you cast charms, then you can see that there's a lot of different meanings for different things, and that could be very like connected to what you see in your dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that question was from Rebecca. Thanks, Rebecca. That was a great question.
Thanks, Rebecca.
So if you have any questions you'd like to send to us, you can send it to spiritsoftheroundtable@gmail.com or find us on TikTok. We will be able to save it there for one of our podcasts.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, everybody, that was Ostara, which is this year on the 20th of March, which is tomorrow for us. Today
Tomorrow
for you,
for
if
us,
you're
today for
listening
you.
this.
Today for you,
For you,
tomorrow for me.
Today
What's that
for
from?
you.
Tomorrow for me. Okay. I remember that.
You
That's
should
from
hear
Rent.
That's
her.
from Rent. Yeah.
Everything's musical.
Yeah. So when I was 16, I guess, I was obsessed with collarbone tattoos.
Really?
Yes, loved a collarbone tattoo. And so I wanted to get Today for you, tomorrow for
Oh
me.
my gosh.
On your collarbone.
Yes. And then I got fat and now I don't have collarbones anymore.
I mean, but would you really want that as a tattoo?
No,
still?
I wouldn't. And that's
Yeah.
why you don't get tattoos when you're 16.
Yeah.
Kids.
Listen
Or
to that, kids.
18, because then you'll end up with one on your back that you forget's there, and sometimes you'll see it in the
Yeah.
mirror, and it's like, what is that? Oh, it's
I
the
do forget-
Very faded tattoo.
Yeah. I do forget that I've got the one on my back. And
Yeah.
so sometimes I'll like turn around when I'm
You'll
drying
catch
off
it.
and I'll catch it. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, what is,
Yeah.
it's a nautical star that you tell your mother.
Oh.
What's that mean, even? It's finding your way through life. Are you going through life backwards?
Is it the like
The very popular nautical
the
star,
star
that, has
that
blue
people in
and-
prison get?
No, it was just very popular back in like 2006
Take your shirt off.
to 2008.
People would
See
get it like on the girls would get it on both hip bones,
Okay,
sort
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah,
Guys
yeah.
would get it on like their chest. I
Yeah.
got one on my neck.
Yeah.
And it was like this. It's a sailor's way of like the nautical stars finding their way.
That's really pretty.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I
And,
love the
like,
symbolism.
We should do a
Did
tattoo
not-
tour one day.
Did not.
Yeah.
Talk about our tattoos in the meeting.
Oh,
We could do that now since Jacob can't contribute.
one on my wrist was a night of.
We
two
would need a
pictures of
full
margaritas.
Yeah.
Woke up. It was a dark time in my life. Woke up with a bandage around my arm the next morning. I
Oh
was
my
like, did I try to?
Oh
What did I do?
Oh, yeah.
It was a tattoo.
Okay. Well, that's better than the alternative.
Yeah.
So,
I have a tattoo on my finger from when I drank too much in Caitlin's kitchen.
yeah. And she put it on
Noted.
herself.
I know.
Post-its.
Yes, and I kept thinking it's fine, it'll come off because hers came off when I did hers.
Some fingers will reject and some won't.
Mm-hmm.
We should do that again. Let's poke stick something.
A poke stick? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do a poke stick.
Yeah, we could poke stick.
I got the one that Miranda did for me permanently tattooed on though. It's a
It's
memoir to
because it's
her,
Trevor
and it's
Hall.
because Trevor Hall. But also because you did it, so
Yeah.
you know.
It's just 2 lines.
Yeah,
So
2 lines. on
yeah,
my-
I'm
on my
not an
pointer
artist.
finger.
How long did that take? To just like do an individual.
Like 30 minutes. maybe?
30 minutes.
That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
Not too
What
bad.
did you use to poke?
We
stick?
got a kit from Etsy.
From Etsy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Had like the needle and the ink and everything, and it even had some stencils, right?
It
You
did.
just- you just-
No, it didn't.
It didn't. Sorry, I
One-
made
No,
dip
if we
it in
had
the ink.
stencils, I would have used the
that.
stencil.
I made that up.
Dip it in the ink and then just start like.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was pretty easy.
Did it
Yeah.
hurt?
I mean, no,
It.
not any more than any
Yeah,
other tattoo.
no, I don't think so.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I couldn't really feel mine.
No. Okay. Well, I mean,
That's it.
we'll do a tattoo tour one day,
Yeah.
maybe.
Got a lot to show off.
Yeah, you do for sure.
I think you have as many as I do probably.
Do I? I don't
have
know.
1, 2.
No, you got way more than she
I got
does.
1, 2, 3.
Only have. I've got 10, I guess, if you count my fingers.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
That's a stink bug.
9. I've got 10.
You got 10?
Really?
We
I thought
both
you had
have
more
the
than
same
that.
amount.
Yeah.
We'll see. These are like. Do these count as individual tattoos?
If you want them to.
The ones on my fingers.
I
mean,
just have.
They happen at different times.
Well, I mean, she did it.
I feel like they're separate tattoos.
they have separate meanings. so-
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, are all those pokes?
No,
Oh.
these are traditional
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Traditional people.
I forget about this one. Oh,
But see, I also count this one that you can't see because it's white ink.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't see it at all.
I thought it was on that arm.
Well, I had another one on this arm, so that would be 11, but I covered it with another tattoo.
Oh,
Where's
right.
The white ink one?
So this is a white underneath the sun
I see it
and the
right there.
moon.
Yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep,
it's
yep.
a flock of birds.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah,
Why'd you get it in white ink?
because I was afraid of my mom. And
Same.
there's one under here too, that's white ink that you can't see because I covered it up.
What's that one called?
It was
the Mezuzah?
No.
Mezuzah?
Here. And here you have one
Mizzou.
for your mom.
Yeah.
Full circle moment.
It was the
Methuselah, Menuza.
Methuselah. Methuselah.
Menorah.
No, it's the menorah. It's the seal of Jerusalem. The Messianic seal.
That's it.
So it had
What was the thing that you hung on your door?
a mezuzah.
That's a mezuzah.
Yeah,
I knew I'd get there eventually.
yeah. That was a mezuzah.
Yeah.
Um.
We're doing a tattoo tour.
So yeah, that's
Oh,
I don't know if
You
those
won't be able
count.
to
If those
participate in
count,
it.
then I have 12.
I can't participate in the tattoos because I have none.
I know you really have.
We're
none.
working on that.
Yeah.
I'm just indecisive. I just need to get them all at the same
I
time.
need more. So bad.
So not to cut this short, but I want to finish eating my brownie. So bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Have a good Ostara.
Love you so
Bye.
much. You're so cute.
Thank you for listening to Spirits at the Roundtable. You can send your questions or stories to spiritsattheroundtable@gmail.com.
And you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Spirits of the Round Table.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of our podcast. We'll catch you next time.
Thank you. Love you. Bye.